Hare Krishna, good evening and welcome all of you all for this today evening's KPL match. Eighth match and in round 4. This is the second match in round 4. And today the match is between Makanchur Challengers and Jagannath Warriors. So it's going to be a very crucial match, very decisive match today. So both the teams are set to hit the floor. And needless to say, this is going to be a decisive match with respect to the teams going to the semifinals. Now that we are on the end of the fourth round, so it's going to be very important. So I'd like to hand over the floor to Jigar Prabhu for the toss.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Jigar Prabhu.
Yeah, I thought we lost some signal. Are you all able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, fine, thank you. So I will quickly share the screen. Today we have the match between Makhanchor Challengers and Jagannath Warriors, and I've shared my screen. And who is going to take the call? Narottam Gupta Prabhuji or Haldar Das Prabhuji?
Narottam Prabhu can take, please.
Okay,
Okay, Narottam Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Jigar Prabhuji, we are going for heads.
Okay, so heads is the call, and I will flip the coin. It's a heads, so you win, Narottam Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, we will go for batting.
Oh, you want to set up the target?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yes, so before we start the match, just let me talk with both the captains. Yes, Narottam Prabhu, how do you think you have planned up this strategy for today's match?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
This time we got a lot of time. And, so we tried our level best to go through all the chapters thoroughly, expecting from all the members to reply the questions being asked.
Very good.
We are very much confident today. We will have the match for us.
Fantastic. And I would like to request Hardar Pran Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu जी, प्रभु सबने मेहनत तो किया हुआ है. हमने सबने सब कुछ नहीं किया, सबने allotted chapters किए हुए हैं. लेकिन let's hope we have thought of an idea of giving answer to everything.
Okay.
कुछ ना कुछ तो आंसर देना ही है.
So somehow you want to make sure that today you go home with a win-win situation today.
Yes, Prabhu.
Good, very nice. So let's start over with Jagannath Warriors, requesting all the players of Makanchur Challengers to switch off their videos, and all Dwarka, Jagannath Warriors to keep your videos on. Jigar, you can change the view. Okay, so I think you're ready for the questions. So the first question for today evening for Jagannath Warriors. I think that before the question, the tension is more than after getting that question. Huh? That's it. So let's see what happens. First question for Jagannath Warriors for today evening. And it's a very simple question. How did Vidyadhara become a snake? How did Vidyadhara become a snake? And your time.
Prabhuji, I will answer.
Okay.
Prabhuji, I will answer.
Okay.
प्रभु आप आंसर करो.
हाँ ओके. प्रभु जी मैं आंसर करूंगा.
हाँ बोलिए.
विद्याधर स्नेक बन गया क्योंकि
one second. और कौन था आपके साथ जो आंसर देने वाला था इसको? माधव. Okay, fantastic. Okay. This time let Love Singh answer. Yeah.
Okay. विद्याधर को स्नेक बनना पड़ा क्योंकि उन्होंने अपने पूर्व जन्म में उनको अपने सुंदरता पे बहुत घमंड था और वे आकाश में विचरण कर रहे थे. उन्होंने विचरण करते हुए अंगिका ऋषि को उन्होंने उनका अपमान किया. उस अपमान से ऋषि जी ने उनको श्राप दिया. उनके
अपमान क्यों किया?
अपमान इसलिए किया क्योंकि उनको अपने सुंदरता पे बहुत घमंड था, उनको अपने ऐश्वर्य पे बहुत घमंड था, और वो
Okay.
सोच रहे थे कि मेरे जैसा कोई है नहीं सुंदर इस पृथ्वी पे। एंड इस ये सब चीज को देखते हुए ऋषि जी को बहुत ही गुस्सा आया और उन्होंने श्राप दिया, जिससे कि उन्हें सर्प बनना पड़ा।
Full 2 points goes to Jagannath Warriors. Well, started with a bang, huh? Oh, this time I think the whole team has planned out. किसी भी हालत पे आज तो जीत के ही जाना है. Very good. That's the spirit. Because Vidyadhar himself, Vidyadhar himself tells how he became a snake. Because I was a celebrated personality, I used to travel all over in my aeroplane. While traveling, I saw a great sage named Angira. He was very ugly, and because I was very proud of my beauty, I laughed at him. Due to this sinful act, I was condemned by the great sage to assume the form of a serpent. So इसे एक चीज समझना चाहिए कि कभी भी किसी वैष्णव को अपराध नहीं करना चाहिए. We should never do an offense towards any Vaishnava or any great personality just being proud of some material opulence. Even if you had a lot of opulence with you, lot of beauty, lot of money, lot of power, anything, one should never be proud about it. This type of pride will only lead to your downfall and disaster. And that is the reason this is an example. See, the entire Bhagavatam actually gives you the understanding of how a life has to be lived as a devotee. How you should not be proud about certain things which are perishable. We humans generally get pride for things which are very, very easily, which can be lost. If you really just listen to this Bhaja Govindam song, very nicely it is said. The youth just gets lost within a few days. This beauty, youth, and all those things, usually people in the youthhood, they think, oh, I'm more powerful, I'm handsome, I'm agile, my body is fit. Look at this old man, he cannot walk. Don't worry, even you're going to go old one day. So this is what the Shastra teaches us. We should never be proud or over happy about some things which are tangible, which are materialistic. Let's think of something which is more spiritual. Okay, full points goes to Jagannath Warriors. Next question for Jagannath Warriors. This time very simple one. This is Jagannath Warriors. Okay, and the question for Jagannath Warriors is, what do we understand from the Leela where the hunchback woman who served Krishna was immediately rewarded a beautiful body? What do we understand from the Leela where the hunchback woman who served Krishna was immediately awarded a beautiful body? And your time starts now.
Dhruv, do you want to answer?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji, I'll answer then.
Okay.
Prabhuji, from what we understand from the hunchback woman is that first she was serving, she was taking the sandalwood pulp for comes, and when Krishna saw her, he joked with her and he asked, you give me the pulp and give it to me. And when the hunchback woman said, I'm a maidservant of Kamsa, but she said that if I give it to Kamsa, it's going to him, but you are supreme, and if I give it to you, you are supreme, and if I give it, there's nothing better than giving it to you and serving you because you are the supreme. So what she did was, it's better to serve you than them.
I'll repeat the question. I'll repeat the question for you so that it will give you some time to think also at the same time. Be to the point to the What do we understand from the Leela where the hunchback woman who served Krishna was immediately rewarded with a beautiful body?
Okay.
Okay, it's a lot of time.
It says that even the Lord looks not at the beauty of the person, but he looks at the service of the person.
And anyone who comes does any transcendental service to her gets immediately rewarded with whatever godly like qualities that Krishna has to offer.
Anybody else would like to add anything more? Anybody from your
And the
team?
person gets the most exalted position in all respect.
You're going around the bush, Mudit. I want you to go inside the bush. Okay. Anybody else has got any other points to add? Fast. You got only 10 seconds left.
Dhruv Prabhuji, you are interested to answer?
No, Prabhuji, I don't know.
Prabhuji, pure devotee is rewarded immediately for any transcendental, for any service rendered to Lord Krishna, and immediately मतलब हमारे सारे दोष दूर हो जाते हैं and we become beautiful and we are rewarded immediately by rendering any service to Lord Krishna. Pure devotees renders service to Lord Krishna and doesn't need anything for personal benefit.
Something more, Mataji, something more. Okay, the answer is Krishna cannot be pleased by any action other than transcendental loving service to him. Krishna was attracted to the hunchback woman not for her beauty but for her service. As soon as she rendered service, she immediately became the most beautiful woman. A Krishna conscious person does not have to be qualified or beautiful to be, after becoming Krishna conscious and rendering service to Krishna, he himself becomes qualified and automatically becomes beautiful. That is the best part of Krishna consciousness. You don't have to have any pre-qualification to serve the Lord. I'm going to give 1 point to you all for this answer because sadly both Mudit and you both used one chance and gave me the same point. Yes, the language was a little different, but the point was same. Yes, it is what you all said is true, that we have to give our service to the Lord. That was the main purpose. But what does this mean? As soon as she rendered service, she immediately became the most beautiful woman. So what does this apply? You don't need any pre-qualification to do devotional service. If you may be ugly, you may not be highly educated, you may not be a PhD or a doctor or an engineer or some big qualification, but still, even if you're not gone to school, it's enough. You can start your Krishna conscious activities the moment you desire. That is what Srila Prabhupada very nicely elaborates in this story. He clearly says, you don't have any pre-qualification. You mean to say all the hippies who are serving Krishna in USA, were they having any pre-qualification? They were breaking all the 4 regulatory principles. They were the worst of the human beings. They were not human beings itself. They were living like animals, but still, when they started, they became beautiful. I always tell you a story of very senior Prabhupada devotee, Mataji, who was serving, who came for initiation to Srila Prabhupada. And when Prabhupada saw her, he said, wow, you're so beautiful. And then when he gave the beads in her hand, what did he say? Now become beautiful from within. So what does this understand? What do we understand? By serving Lord, you become really beautiful. External beauty is not which is concerned. The internal beauty is what matters most. Okay, 1 point given to Jagannath Warriors for this question. And we go to the next question. Let me reset my timer. And the next question to Jagannath Warriors is... Okay, this time the question is going to be very simple. How did the gopis describe the effect of animate and inanimate things when Krishna played his flute? How did the gopis describe the effect of animate and inanimate things when Krishna played his flute? And your time starts now.
Prabhuji, I would like to answer.
Please.
Animate things, Gopi says because gopis were they were discussing the pastimes of Krishna. So they used to say that when Krishna used to play the flute, the demigods, when they used to fly in the air, fly in their plane, they used to get stunned by the music of the flute that Krishna used to play. It was so good. So they used to stop and they used to listen. Their wives used to get ashamed by listening to the music, and their clothes used to get loosened up. Second was the animals. You know, the animals in the forest, when Krishna used to pass through the forest, and the animals like cows and all used to eat something, they used to stop eating. You know, they used to become as a painted animals with the music, with the flute that Krishna used to play. So what this is regarding the living things. Now, what to say about the non-living things? Non-living things are like rivers and lakes. Even they used to get stunned when Krishna used to pass from there, like river Yamuna. When Krishna used to pass from the banks of the river Yamuna used to stop. You know, the waves used to get stopped just to get the dust of the lotus feet of Krishna.
Full points to Jagannath Warriors. Well played, Mataji. Well played. Yes, the points were all mentioned very systematically and very correctly. Yes, when Krishna used to play the flute, and all the damsels of the heavenly planets and heavenly bodies used to fly over in the aeroplanes, they used to get just stunned. And of course, when Krishna used to play the flute, the cows used to be grazing, engaged in eating, would simply take the morsel of food in their mouth and stop chewing. That is the ecstasy you feel. They do not appear like alive. They were looking as if they were painted. And last but not the least, yes, the answer very correctly said, the river Yamuna used to stop and wait for the air to carry the dust from this lotus feet to the water. So fantastic, well played, well answered, and full 2 points goes to Jagannath Warriors. Yes, when you go to Vrindavan, we can see many places where still we see the footprints, how the rocks have melted just because when Krishna was playing the flute, the rocks used to melt, and the footprints of Krishna is still there on it. It's called Charan Pahadi. Various places, these footprints are there in Vrindavan. So it's really a pleasant thing to just, everything stands still when Krishna plays the flute. So enchanting. Right then, with this note, we go to the next question for Jagannath Warriors. And the next question is, which devotees are known as Bhagavatas? Which devotees are known as Bhagavatas? Your time starts now.
Prabhuji, I'll take it.
Yes.
So Bhagavatas are devotees who get properly initiated through the ceremony called Pancharatra, and they decorate their body with tilak and worship the Lord, different forms of Lord in the form of Vishnu Murti, different forms of Vishnu Murti.
Well answered. Full points. Full points goes to Jagannath Warriors. Yes, those who worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead after being properly initiated in the method of Pancharatra. See, remember, we have got Pancharatri Vidhi. Even ISKCON method of worshipping is Pancharatri Vidhi, which was actually propounded by Ramanujacharya, and he spread it everywhere. And they decorated their bodies with tilak, and engage in worshipping different forms of Vishnu Murtis. They are called as Bhagavatas. Well answered. Full point goes to Jagannath Warriors. So 4 questions over.
Prabhuji, Tanvita Mataji, 2 chances over.
You are supposed to be resting. Samrat Prabhu is supposed to give.
Yeah. Prabhuji, and till now 4 questions have been asked, and points are 7.
7 points out of 4 questions, and 2 chances of Tanvita Mataji is over.
Mataji have been exhausted. Yes.
Okay, so that's good. That makes the contest more challenging. Only 2 more questions. I think the rest of the team can make it very easily. And the next question to Jagannath Warriors is question 5. Describe in brief how Vyomasur troubled the Lord and how he was killed. The time starts now.
Prabhuji, I would like to answer.
Yes, Prabhu.
प्रभुजी, व्योमासुर ने क्या किया कि उसने अपना बॉडी को एक्सपैंड करना चालू कर दिया, ठीक है। तो उसके लिए पहले तो उसने ग्वाल बाल को व्रज के जो भी थे उनको छिपा दिया था गुफा में। तो कृष्ण भगवान ने पहले व्योमासुर की ओर भागे और उसको उन्होंने अपने सिंह की तरह उन्होंने उस पे वार किया।
एक मिनट आप मुझको मारना बाद में, पहले मुझको बताइए मुझे कि पहले स्टार्टिंग कैसे हुआ उसका, लीला का स्टार्टिंग।
ओके, प्रभु जी सबसे पहले क्या हुआ कि व्योमासुर ने भेड़ का रूप ले लिया और उसने जितने भी ग्वाल बाल थे उनको एक एक करके छिपा रहा था। और जब कृष्ण जी को ये मालूम चल गया कि ये व्योमासुर है तो उसको अंत करने के लिए उसकी ओर वो बढ़ चले। उसके ओर वे बढ़े और जब उसने देखा कि ठीक है कृष्ण जो है
वो क्यों छुपा क्यों रहे थे वो?
ताकि छिपा रहे थे इसके लिए ताकि वो भगवान कृष्ण को परेशान करना चाहता था।
अच्छा।
और जी
और आगे
जी उसके बाद में प्रभु जी भगवान कृष्ण को जब ये चीज मालूम चल गया कि ये व्योमासुर का करतूत है तो उसकी ओर बढ़े। व्योमासुर ने इस चीज को भगवान से बचने के लिए उसने अपने शरीर को एक्सपैंड करना चालू कर दिया। तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने उसे पकड़कर और जमीन पे पटका जिससे कि उसकी मृत्यु हो गई।
Okay. Some of the boys became police constables and some became thieves. You have eaten this point. Vyomasur wanted to play the role of thief. वहां चोर पुलिस का खेल हो रहा था. I asked you this question again. Why did he want to hide the demons? I mean, why did he want to hide the ग्वाल बाल्स? उसका पीछे कारण क्या था? वो एक खेल खेल रहे थे. Some of the boys became police constables and some became thieves and some took the role of lambs. कुछ lambs बन गए थे, भेड़ बकरी बन गए थे. While they were thus enjoying the childhood pastimes, a demon named Vyomasur came. Vyomasur took part of the cowherd boys playing as a thief and stole many of the boys who were playing the part of the lamb. जो भेड़ बकरे बने हुए थे उनको चुरा के लेके गया जब वो चोर का रोल निभा रहा था. Okay, get this Leela very clear.
Yes, Prabhu.
After one after another, he took away almost all the boys and put them in the caves of the mountain and sealed the mountain with a stone. Krishna could understand the trick, caught him and killed him. Yes, and after killing Vyomasur, Krishna released all the Gwal balls. So I can give only 1 point to your answer. I can't give 2 points because what you said is true, but you missed out the very important crux that they were playing what do you call in Hindi chor police का game, and वो कुछ भेड़ बकरे बन गए थे, कुछ पुलिस के रोल खेल रहे थे और तो कुछ चोर का. So you have to understand this whole Leela. In fact, we had gone to Vyomasur Gufa when we had gone to Vrindavan last year, and he went and kept them up on the top of a hill. That Gufa is there on the top of the hill, and there he kept them all inside. So I'm sorry, Jagannath Warriors. I'm sorry, Love Singh. I can't give it full 2 points for this. I can give you only 1 point for this answer. Nevertheless, your total is very high, so nothing to worry.
Prabhuji, Love Singh, Prabhuji has also exhausted his 2 chances.
Very nice. So now it's making more challenging, but they still got a tall order. Big warlord players are there too. The captain is there. Other players are there. So I think for them it's going to be, last question is going to be a cakewalk for them. So let's go to the last question for Jagannath Warriors. And the last question for Jagannath Warriors today is, the Bhagavad Gita says, Mai eva vihitan hitan, which means that the demigods can award some benedictions after being authorized by the Supreme Lord. What does the demigod worshipper understand from this? Your time starts now.
Prabhuji, I will answer for this question.
Yes, Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita says that demigods, they can award any benediction when they are authorized or empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. if anyone worships Supreme Personality of Godhead, sorry, if anyone worships demigods, then if he's intelligent enough, then he understands this thing that they are only empowered by the Supreme Lord. So instead of worshipping demigods, he worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Very good.
Yeah, and he gets the benediction from the Supreme Lord. And
Anything more?
What is the next? Can you show me the question again, please?
The Bhagavad Gita says, Mai eva vita nitan, which means the demigods can award some benedictions after being authorized by the Supreme Lord. What does the demigod worshipper understand from this?
The demigod worshippers understand that Lord is supreme and all other demigods and they are under his authority. So they are not independent and they can't do independently anything. So he is so whatever if they are doing, it is because of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And so they think that better directly worship the Supreme Lord.
Okay.
Can I also contribute?
Yes.
The demigods have the authority to give only to the extent that they've got the authority to give. They cannot give any benediction to them, to the demigod worshippers. So only if the demigod has the authority to give, like koi bhi moksha ka, if the demigod does not possess the power to attain moksha, he cannot give a benediction of attaining moksha.
Okay.
So the benedictions that the demigod can give is to the ability of the demigod that he's been authorized to give, whereas the Supreme Personality of Godhead can give any benediction because he has the he is the whole and sole power to do whatever he wants to give benedictions. He can give all of those benedictions.
Okay.
So Prabhuji, can I try?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like rather than worshipping demigods, better worship Lord Krishna once and for all. I mean, they are going to they get the sanction from Krishna only, na, to give the whatever Vardhan Dena. So why worship demigods for small things? It's like Krishna is the main Supreme Personality. So
you all three of you all are saying the same thing. Roti ko ghuma rahe hum log. I'm not getting the crux I want from you all. I'm not getting. The demigod can offer benediction only after being empowered by the Supreme Lord. Yes, very nicely you all said. So why not worship the Supreme Lord directly? Very well said, all of you all. So you can get points for this. Don't worry. Such a worshipper of demigod may come to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let's understand this point again. Such a worshipper of the demigod may come to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but others who take demigod as all in all cannot reach the ultimate goal. That's the complete understanding of a demigod worshipper who understands, yes, mai eva vita nitan. What does this mean? Lord is telling in the Bhagavad Gita, it is I who sanction or I who empower the demigod to give you this. So what is the understanding from the demigod worshipper's point of view? What should be the understanding? ठीक है, मुझे जो भी मिला, I got it from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but indirectly I have got it through the demigod I am worshipping. So why should I worship the demigod? Yes, very rightly you put. But what happens if this understanding doesn't enlighten fully? But others who take the demigod worship as all in all, bas, iske aage kuch bhi nahi. I'll worship my demigod, whatever demigod I am interested into, I'll worship that demigod. Cannot reach the ultimate goal because he has not understood that the ultimate God. This is the difference between understanding that Mai eva vita nitan, my Lord is the supreme, and I am not getting this full ultimate goal. I will not be able to get if I don't reach that Supreme Personality of God. Okay, 1 point for Jagannath Warriors for this question. I am not giving full 2 points because the main important, the other half, I didn't say you are not given the answer, you are given the answer very nicely, but the other half of the answer which remains unanswered was who take demigod worship as all in all. ठीक है, जो अकलमंद है, who has understood, who is intelligent, who has understood that I should not continue this because finally this fellow is not giving me, it is the Supreme who is giving me. But then who doesn't understand, who takes all in all that demigod worship, then what is he bereft of? He is not bereft of the benefits. He is bereft of the ultimate goal, which he can achieve when he goes only to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You started, Mudit, very nicely. You started this point very nicely, but I
said moksha, Prabhuji, because only Krishna Bhagwan ji can give moksha. No one else can give moksha.
That you have to give the understanding with the respect. That's why I said no. I myself remember who was given which answer.
Because that's
I remember well. Yes, but then who understands this? A demigod worshipper who takes this as all in all. He understands the ultimate goal, and ultimate goal is something above liberation also.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you please give a correlation?
I didn't get your point.
Prabhuji, correlation bhi tha na with rivers and sea.
Yeah. Acha, that you want to give an analogy of it. Yeah, the analogy is already given us. The book clearly says when rain comes, small rivulets run towards the big river, and the big rivers run towards the sea. Small rivulets may be so small, by the time it reaches the main river, it gets dried off. Whereas the big rivers, they make sure that they reach the supreme ended destiny. So catching hold of these small rivulets is very dangerous. It's better we catch hold of the main river. That is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then your destination, which is the ocean, is for sure. Okay, 1 point goes to Jagannath Warriors. Yes.
Yes. Prabhuji, total score is 9 points.
9 points. Very nice. So 10 is the target for Makhanchor challengers. So let's see how they're going to make it up. So I request all Jagannath Warriors to switch off their videos and request all Makhanchor challengers to switch on their videos. Yes, Makhanchor challengers, Puja Mataji, switch on your video and everyone. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So target of 9, easy na?
Everything is looking difficult, Prabhuji.
Tell me one thing. Last match.
Prabhuji, target is 10. Prabhuji, target is 10.
Okay, I mean target is 10. Tell me one thing I would like to know. Last time you were telling me, Prabhuji, when they were opposite team was answering, I was feeling I knew all the answers. But when it comes to my team or my chance, I hardly remember anything. So did you have such a feeling this time also?
Prabhuji, 2-3 questions were there which were from my chapters. So let's see.
Prabhuji, I have answered 2 questions on WhatsApp to someone before the answer came from the other person.
Okay.
Today.
So now better answer the questions which are going to be asked to your team now.
But Rajesh Prabhuji, for that I can't give any points to you as a scorer.
Makhanchor hai, thoda chori to karne do na. Team ke naam ke hisab se 2-3 point chori mein to de do.
Okay, so well played, Jagannath Warriors, and Makhanchor, get ready for your turn.
Prabhuji, I was also not got any question from my chapter.
Acha. No problem. But still you answered one question very nicely. I mean, very correctly rather, in fact.
Yes. Actually, day after tomorrow I have my board exam official.
Oh, okay.
I'm busy in that.
Okay, but anyhow, you played very well. I was very happy with your performance, and see, even 1-2 solid points are taken by a main member of the team. It gives a big boost to the team also. Yes. So now we'd like to invite the Makhanchor challengers for their part. But before going, let me give a brief to all those who are watching us live on Facebook. Yes, those who are interested in joining us can visit our website www.vedicbliss.in and log in through that. We have got our WhatsApp invite group, WhatsApp invite link from there. You can join up. Those who want to test their spiritual challenges or their spiritual score or how much of spiritual knowledge they have got, they can also visit our website and go for the spiritual assessment section. So going ahead, Makhanchor challengers, get ready for your turn. And the first question for Makhanchor challengers is very simple question to start with. What are the various kinds of benedictions people can receive from Krishna's hand? What are the various kinds of benedictions people can receive from Krishna's hand? And your time starts now. Yes, unmute yourself if you want to speak. Yes, simple question. What are the various kinds of benedictions people can receive from Krishna's hands? Even common sense can answer.
Oh, anybody would like to answer? Yeah. Shiv, बोलिए.
Prabhuji, while touching Krishna's hand, the benediction, he can get liberated very quickly. As animals get liberation very quickly, and
I'll add, huh? When the time is up, let me know. I'll add.
Okay, I'll invite you all. Don't worry. Yes, liberation is, I think, one who is not attending any class of mine can also answer this question. Other than that, who else? What all points can you add? Yes, simple question. Who wants to answer? Okay, Rajeshwara Prabhu, you can add.
Prabhuji, all sorts of liberations can be achieved through Lord Krishna, not even liberation, because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Achha.
Once served with love and devotion, you are supposed to receive all sorts of benedictions, like any, not only liberation. From the lowest to the highest, all sorts of benediction, I mean.
And anything else? Anybody else?
Prabhuji, once he's trying to unmute, उसका हो नहीं रहा है. 1 minute. I'll go and check उसका laptop में क्या है. He's trying to say something. I'll just go and check.
Acha, if any participant is not able to unmute himself or having any technical issues, please raise your hand on the chat box. Please raise your hand on the chat box. You can speak.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Vamshi, speak.
Prabhuji, even if material happiness they want to achieve, so they can achieve it from.
Very good.
They get the position of Indra also.
Very good.
For material happiness. And then Prabhuji, for liberation also, and like
very good. Very nice. Okay.
The last point I can't get it.
Prabhuji, I would like to. Prabhuji, he can be free from all sinful activities also.
Yeah, Rajeshwara Prabhu has given such a nice wording, na. बोलिए माता.
Prabhuji and associate.
Okay, don't know. I'm going to give 1 point for your answer. I'm just waiting for the last point.
कृष्णा के हैंड से हमें सारे ऐश्वर्य, सारी भौतिक चीजें जो भी हमें चाहिए वो सब मिल सकता है.
Association of Lord.
Okay. Full points goes to Markanchur challengers. Yes, thank you, Vamshi. Played very nicely. You're getting tense too much. Don't get tensed up. Krishna will be very happy with you. Just try sincerely. Yes, no doubt Rajeshwara Prabhu tried to, give us a homogenized answer, but full points goes to you. If one wants material happiness, like King of Heaven wants some benedictions, it can be achieved. Krishna can give you that because he himself is giving it to the demigods, who are empowering the demigods to give it to you. Second point, if one wants liberation from the pangs of material existence, simple liberation, okay, I'm not talking of high thing, then that is also possible. But last but not the least, if one is in pure transcendental service, pure transcendental love to Krishna, and wants personal association and touch of his transcendental body, he can gain that benediction also from his hands. So the 3 benedictions possible. The lowest one, which is of saving you from all the so-called material benefits or material benedictions. Yes, even up to becoming the king of Indra, I mean king of heaven, becoming Indra also, that is also possible. Second benediction, yes, liberation, which all of you all are again and again saying, but no one was ready to say this, that I am entitled for even having a direct association with the Lord, even touching, even playing, even having, you know, various pastimes with the Lord, which can be possible only when Krishna blesses you. Anyhow, full points goes to Makanchur challengers. But I was wondering, three people working on one question. Fourth person who came into the picture, Hemangi Mataji, came into the picture. I said, all are going to lose their 1 chance for this one question only.
पर प्रभु जी मुझे चांस नहीं मिला, तो मेरे 2 चांस ऐसे ही है ना?
हाँ है अभी तक तो है। सोच समझ के यूज करना, ये तो पहला सवाल था, अभी तो full 5 questions are left. Anyhow, well played, Makanchur challenges. So let's go to the next question for Makanchur, and that question is, Krishna is accepted as a friend of the clouds. Why? Krishna is accepted as a friend of the clouds.
Anyone else wants to answer?
मैं बोलूं माता जी?
हाँ बोलिए, फिर अगर नहीं तो मैं ऐड करूंगी।
हाँ, जब कृष्ण जी को बादल का मित्र इसलिए कहा जाता है क्योंकि ये जब लोग गर्मी से एकदम ये हो जाते हैं ना, गर्मी से परेशान हो जाते, तो बादल उनको वर्षा दे के प्रसन्न करते हैं। उसी तरह जब कोई क्रोधित हो जाता है या ज्वाला से उत्पन्न होता है, तो कृष्ण जी इनको अपने प्रज्वलित से भातित वेदना से उज्जलत कराते हैं। इस तरह से बादलों को दोनों बादल और कृष्ण।
Please explain the second part in English properly.
जब कृष्ण को भौतिक वेदना से, जब वो
ओके भौतिक वेदना से, ओके
हाँ, ज्वलत से
my mind will work slow when you're in Hindi. I work as an old computer, you know. I get hanged up also in between because my Hindi is poor. Yes, so भौतिक वेदना से, okay, और
जब वो भौतिक वेदना से ज्वलर से स्पष्ट उठते हैं ना, तभी वो कृष्ण बादल के भांति ही उनको राहत देते हैं, उनको राहत देते हैं।
Okay. I mean, your Hindi was so strong, I will give you points without further asking you any points. Because, my God, first time in an English question contest, the first time a person must be hearing such a strong Hindi language. Sorry, it's my mistake, it's my drawback, but I accept it.
Prabhuji, can I answer in English?
And it's okay now. I have taken it. I will answer it. I have understood the crux of the points. You're getting full points for that. You're getting full points for it. Don't worry. Because both the clouds and Krishna satisfy the people who are disturbed in their life. People are burning because of extensive heat. The clouds satisfy them with rain. And those people who are in materialistic life are disturbed by the blazing fire of the material pangs. उसका क्या आपने हिंदी शब्द बोला, अच्छा नाम बोला,
ये भांति वेदनाशील,
नहीं पूरा और कुछ बोला आपने, बहुत अच्छा लगा।
ज्वाला,
हाँ भौतिक ज्वाला,
हाँ संपन्न तो होती है उससे।
So okay, those who are in Hindi, please understand it. So yes, disturbed with the blazing material pangs, Krishna consciousness gives them relief. Krishna gives them relief as a cloud. And small point is that you ate it up, but still I'm giving you points for that. Both have got the same color. Krishna भी काले रंग के हैं और बादल भी काले रंग का है, इसके लिए friends कहा गया. But what is more important is not the color, because we don't want to be racist. We don't want to, color is not the main motto. Our main motto is, yes, understanding how Krishna can relieve us from the blazing fire of material pangs, and the rain gives us release from the blazing heat, which is both interesting. So full points goes to Makanchur challengers. So, well, Samrat Prabhu, you'll have to keep a track of so many people are answering. So
yeah, Prabhuji, is noted.
Okay, Makanji challenges for you. The third question for today evening. And the question is, okay. Yeah. And the third question for today evening. In Mathura, without a sword, but simply with his hand, Lord cut off the head of the washerman. What does this action indicate or mean? In Mathura, without the sword, simply with his hand, Lord cut off the head of the washerman. What does this action mean? Your time starts now.
प्रभु जी मैं बताती हूँ.
बोलिए.
जब कृष्ण भगवान और बलराम जी जा रहे थे वहां हाथी के भांति चल के, तो तभी वॉशरमैन के पास जाके उसने वस्त्र मांगे. तो वस्त्र मांगने पर वॉशरमैन ने मना कर दिया और गुस्से में बोला कि ये कंस के लिए है, और जो कोई भी यहाँ पे आके वस्त्र मांगता है, कोई भी विलेज के कोई भी साधारण व्यक्ति, तो उसे ये नहीं मिल सकता और उसे दंड मिलता है. तभी कृष्ण भगवान को गुस्सा आता है और वो उसे हाथ से एक मारते हैं तमाचा, तो उसका जो गला होता है वो धड़ से अलग हो जाता है और वो नीचे गिर जाता है. तो
ये आपने लीला बताया. ये आपने लीला बताया. हाँ, क्या बताइए.
इसे ये बताना चाहते हैं कि भगवान को किसी अस्त्र या शस्त्र की जरूरत नहीं है. वो इतनी शक्तिशाली है कि वो अपने कोई भी अंग का यूज उसे जैसे भी करना है वो कर सकते हैं.
फुल पॉइंट्स.
उसे कोई अस्त्र की जरूरत नहीं है, उसे कोई शस्त्र की जरूरत नहीं है, वो बहुत ज्यादा शक्तिशाली.
एंड द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट लाइन इज, उनको कोई भी शरीर के कोई भी अंग से कोई काम कर सकते हैं. ब्रह्म संहिता सेज दैट अंगानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रिय वृत्तिमन्ति पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति आनंद चिन्मय सदुज्ज्वल विग्रहस्य गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमहं भजामि. अंगानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रिय वृत्तिमन्ति. व्हाट डज दिस मीन? अंग से कोई भी कार्य कर सकते हैं. That is what Krishna is trying to say in this. In other words, Krishna confirms the statement in Brahma Samhita that every limb of his body is capable to do everything he likes. That is the proof that Supreme Lord is omnipotent. If he wants to do something, he can do it without extraneous help. अगर हमको कोई चीज को काटना है तो हमको we need a sword or a knife. But for Krishna, it's nothing. He can do anything with any part of his body, can do any activity. And this we have seen in the case of Kubja, the hunchback, how he lifted her just with the lower chin, just he lifted with the finger, and she could stand up. He did a plastic surgery in the middle of the street without any problem. So what does this mean? Krishna can do any activity with his hands. So well answered. This proves that Krishna is omnipotent. मतलब कोई भी चीज कर सकते हैं. That is why he is God. Nobody else is God, and Krishna is God. Is proven by this. Okay, full 2 points. So 3 questions, and I think 3 questions have been answered fully. Samrat,
yes, Prabhuji. Three questions and 6 points.
6 points. So I think Jagannath warriors have to now pray. Even demigod worship they might have to do to save themselves. So all given and said, let's hope that match becomes very interesting. Next question for Makanchur challengers, and the question is question 4. While answering the questions to the gopis, Krishna mentioned 2 terms, Atmaram and Guru Droha, for 2 classes of people. Please explain. While answering the questions of the gopis, Krishna mentioned 2 terms, Atmaram and Guru Droha, for 2 classes of people. Please explain. And your time starts now. Yes, anybody is having problem with unmuting themselves? Why is so much of silence?
Shailaja Mataji, are you there? Himangi Mataji, आप try करेंगे?
Yes. 4, 3,
प्रभु जी एक बार
time is over. Okay. Your time is over. It's already 33 seconds.
माता जी आप बोल सकते हैं?
माता जी आई विल ट्राई।
यस
हाँ ठीक है, ट्राई कीजिए।
एक बार फिर से क्वेश्चन दिखाइए।
Time up. You are expecting me to show the question again? Sorry, it cannot be shown. If any of the team members can answer, fine.
Mataji, you know the meaning of the word Atma Rama and Guru Droha? Atma Rama and Guru Droha.
No, Mataji.
Okay.
माताजी रहने दो, बाकी 2 क्वेश्चन के लिए रहने दो, चांस मत गो।
Atmaram means those who are absorbed in the thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and so do not care whether one loves them or not. Krishna says in the Bhagavatam, first canto, there's a very nice verse, Atmaramastimuni or Nirgantapi Urukrame. Atmaramastimuni or Nirgantapi Urukrame. Kuruvanti ahetukim bhaktim itham bhutva guno hari. And this verse Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives 64 meanings for this word Atmaram. The word Atmaram has got many meanings, but the meaning what is being referred over here in the Krishna book is that they are absorbed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they are so much absorbed they do not care if someone is loving them or does not. आत्माराम का और एक सिंपल अर्थ है जो खुद में खुश है. Lord is referred to as Atmaram. And another class of men are called as who are ungrateful men. They are called as callous. The men in this group revolt against the Supreme Person. For instance, a person, in spite of receiving all kinds of things from loving parents, may not reciprocate. Those in this class generally are known as Guru Droha. Simple way to understand, which means they receive favors from the parent or from the spiritual master, yet neglect them. उनको ध्यान नहीं देते हैं, उनको सिर्फ लेना आता है, उसको reciprocate करना नहीं आता है. They can't reciprocate. In fact, they can find out faults with their spiritual master. They can find out faults with their parents. They are called as Guru Droha. And Atmaram means those who are absorbed in the Lord so much that they are not bothered whether they are loved by someone, they are not loved. So full, very nice explanation which is given in this chapter, and I think you all should read this, at least for your sake, you all should read this. Okay, question 5 for Makanchor challengers. And the question 5 is, what did the Hayagriva incarnation and Boar incarnation of the Lord do? What did the Hayagriva incarnation and Boar incarnation of the Lord do? And your time starts now. Hayagriva ka incarnation.
Anyone is answering? Otherwise, I'll try.
Yes, you can try.
प्रभु जी, ये हरिग्रह इनकारनेशन माया डेमन को वध किया है.
अच्छा.
और बोर इनकारनेशन भूमि देवी को ऊपर लेके आए.
श्योर माता जी, आपका बुक में कोई टाइपिंग एरर तो नहीं है ना, प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक तो नहीं है ना? बोलिए बोलिए.
Prabhuji, the Hayagriva incarnation is a save the Vedas from the Vedas which were stolen.
Whom did he kill?
Whom did he kill? And the I don't know that answer, but
Maya Demon, Prabhuji.
Maya Demon.
हाँ.
नहीं क्या? He saved the Vedas when Brahmaji was sleeping and the Vedas were stolen. So he saved the Vedas, and the boar incarnation lifted up the earth from the Garbhodaksha, that ocean, and killed Hirnyaksha. That was the main thing. Hirnyaksh.
I can give only 1 point.
1 point.
This,
Anybody knows the name of the demon? Who can add? Anybody?
You got till 10 seconds left with you all. 12 seconds rather. Yes.
Come
yes,
on, you
yes.
have to give the name, otherwise we are out of the competition.
Okay, time over. The two demons were Madhu and Kaitaba. Madhu and Kaitaba. They were the two demons, and very detailed description I have given in my Ram Katha, how they were born and how Lord killed them, and it's a very beautiful Leela which I have mentioned there. Okay. As regards, yes, the planet Earth, it was saved from the Garbhodak Sagar, and that was the reason the Lord took the boar incarnation. Okay, I can give only 1 point to Makhanchor challengers. I cannot give 2 because they missed out the demon's name. That's why I again and again asked which demon. It is Madhu and Kaitaba, written clearly in the book. Okay, coming to the last question, the final question. Very important. At least. Now, what is the score, by the way? I would like the scorer to give me the score.
Prabhuji, it's 7 points. If last question they answer correctly, it will be a tie.
Okay, let's play the last question for Makhanchor challengers and for today's match also. And the question is, in the wrestling area, when the powerful Kamsa was sitting in the center of all his governing executive heads, his heart was palpitating in fear of death. What do we learn from the statement?
I will answer it.
Yes.
That doesn't care for anyone, whether you are the highest position or the lowest position.
Very good. Yes, you can add on. Your answer is correct. I'm not. I'm going to give full points.
Perfect answer is this much only, Prabhuji. What to add means the perfect answer is this much.
How Kamsa was feeling?
Kamsa means how feared he was. That is the day and night fear you want.
See, the whole answer goes like this. We understand that death does not even care for a person as powerful as Kamsa.
Yeah.
When death comes, it does not care for anyone's exalted position. You're getting full points. I'm not saying you're not getting full points. But as a senior student, you are supposed to give me a nice description. This is what is the crux of the answer you give me very nicely. But what does this mean? What was Kamsa doing? Kamsa was so strong that he had subdued all the Rakshasas who had sent to Vrindavan to kill Krishna. All the Rakshasas, Putana, Trinavat, Dhenukasur, Bakasur, all the Asuras were under the control of Kamsa. Kamsa was so powerful. But then when he could see Krishna in the ring, his heart was beating heavy. That fear of death was there, and he knew for sure, ab usko koi nahi bacha sakta. Nobody can save him. Yes, full 2 points goes to Makhanchor challengers. And
it's a tie, Prabhuji. It's a tie.
It's a tie.
9 points each.
Makhanchor are being expert in making matches tie, huh?
Prabhuji, we are become expert in not winning the match. It's very sad to say.
But actually, I was really shocked when the earlier answer, I mean, the answer wherein Hayagriva incarnation was actually a cakewalk for you. It was just a lollipop, just a simple answer. It was simple. You just had to remember, I mean, whoever was reading the chapter, I mean, that is that person's responsibility. He should have studied Madhu and Kaitaba. He should have clearly studied that. And the boar incarnation was Garbhodak Sagar. That you answered very well. Nevertheless, it's a tie. So I will have to congratulate both the teams. Yes, Jagannath Warriors, you can switch on your videos. Yes, what do you like to say for this match? Narottam Prabhu, what do you like to say?
Prabhuji, the match was very fantastic and friendlier. We also had a good start, and Makanchor challenge also had the good start, even better than us. But as usual, which happens with us. So, like Pooja Mataji is telling, they are expert in tying the match. Similarly, you are also. So,
at least in this match, I was expecting somebody to win and get me some good points.
Yeah, there were two questions where after giving the right answers, we struggled. So, by 1 or 2 words.
Yes.
But
There was
okay.
Keywords. There were keywords like, for example, the Hygriva incarnation. It was required. Madhu and Kaitaba. For the other answer, even Hemangi Mataji answered was very nice. She mentioned that very fact that Lord is omnipotent and Lord can do any activities from his hand. That is all the words are very important. That gives you a clear understanding of what the team members are understanding. There is a people who are reading this book are able to understand it or not. So I think this match going for a tie. Yes, Tanvita Mataji, you had been putting all your efforts and now finally you landed up in a tie. So what do you feel for this?
It was good, Prabhuji, from Makhanchor challenges also and from us also, we all answered. It's just that I exhausted one turn. I knew the answer of Vyomasur also and Maya, Vita, Nita, that also I knew.
Okay.
Because I exhausted my turn, I couldn't answer.
So use your turns very sparingly, very carefully, and see that the team members. But your team members were nice, you know. Rakhi Gupta Mataji answered. Hema,
Everybody is studying. Everybody.
everybody is studying well. So I'm very happy
I
with that.
was so happy with Love Prabhuji also. Like he answered.
Yes, he answered very nicely. Even Mudit answered also very nicely.
Mudit Prabhu answered.
But I was, I think other people might be the chapters, allotted chapters were not involved. I mean,
yes, they were not.
That's the reason they could not do it. But anyhow, Makanchar also played well. Puja Mataji, you don't have to get sing. Yes, somebody is saying something.
I was telling Dipali Mataji was complaining that whole night she studied, but she couldn't get any question from her chapter.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what? Nice, no? You are serving Krishna. Points and all is all secondary. You have to serve Krishna and get the points from Krishna.
Prabhuji, she has taken leave from office today.
Oh, for this match. Oh, it is a decisive match. But don't worry. Equally intention are those who are. Okay. You can go ahead, Jigar Bro.